Hello students, in this video we will be learning about syllabus of communication system. Next see what are the topics, the syllabus of communication system in the GATE examination as well as ESC examination we will see. Coming to the topics in the communication system, let me start with the first topic. What is the need of modulation? Before the need of modulation, we'll discuss some of the basic points. What is analog? What is digital information? What are the most important information? What is the types of analog? Like those things. What is the basic block of communication system? Those basic points we'll see. And I'm writing the topics from the basic need of modulation. After understanding the basic need of modulation, we will discuss with the oldest modulation technique, that is called amplitude modulation, that is AM radio. This is there almost from 150 to 200 years from onwards it is there. Amplitude modulation. The radio means actually AM radio only. FM is a recent one. But FM having superior qualities. Now all of them are going on in FM, but like we are also having AM radio. What sir? What is the frequency range of AM sir? Frequency range is students 550 to 1650. Most of them are maybe familiar with the FM. What is the FM frequency range? You can also check in your mobile FM app. FM frequency range is 88 to 108. Once if you are understanding about the amplitude modulation, then we will discuss about the children of amplitude modulation. Coming to the children, the first one is DSBSC. What is DSBSC? Double sideband suppressed carrier. Next one is single sideband suppressed carrier. Next one is vestigial sideband suppressed carrier. This DSBSC we are using in a technique of QCM, quadrature carrier multiplexing. SSBSC especially for voice signals. VSBSC for transmission of video signal in TV. Once if you understand those things, next we will discuss about multiplexing techniques. Coming to the multiplexing techniques, especially for continuous time signals, we are having frequency division multiplexing. For digital signals, we are having time division multiplexing. What is multiplexing, sir? Simple example I told you. I will tell you. For example, you can take your TV in your home. From dish to TV, how many cables are there? Only one cable. But how many channels are possible? Hundreds of channels possible. So transmission of more number of signals through a single channel or through a single cable, that itself is called multiplexing. And these two are for a wired communication. Coming to the wireless, we are having frequency division multiple access, time division multiple access. Now we are also using code division multiple access, CDMA mobiles. Wireless, wire. Next topic is, we will discuss about the angle modulation. In angle modulation, majorly we will discuss about frequency modulation as well as PM also. Frequency modulation important. What is left in analog? Practically we are using is FM. It is having some commercial use. Next topic is, with this one analog communication will be completed. That is, we will discuss about the receivers. Basically, we have two types. If you include the olden one also, that is crystal receiver, especially for AM only. Very simple, less cost. Next, we are having TRF, tuned radio frequency. What we are using is nowadays super heterodyne receiver. Tuned radio frequency, super heterodyne receiver. Are you understand my point? So what we are using nowadays is this one only. So with this one, analog part is completed. what we have to study in the examination from the NLOG part, at least 3 to 5 marks are coming. From the NLOG communication, 3 to 5 marks are coming. So how to score those 5 marks or 3 marks? You can score all the marks in NLOG part. In NLOG communication, 17 modulated equations will come. Like, for example, if you take AM, what is the singleton expression? AC into 1 plus mu cos 2 pi fmt into cos 2 pi fct. Like, total 17 modulated equations will come. Maybe question will come from modulated equations, or second possibility is questions are asking from combination of FM and PM, calculation of instantaneous frequency, FI, from that model. Another is, in the super heterodyne receiver, there is a concept of image frequency. From that one, they are asking. These are the areas where the questions they are asking. You can score all the marks if you follow my class. Next, coming to the digital part, we can start with the very important topic, pulse code modulation. Actually, pulse modulation techniques also there, but not in our GATE syllabus. We will discuss. So, pulse code modulation, later differential pulse code modulation, later delta modulation, later adaptive delta modulation. Here, where the questions are coming, P is a most important, as well as delta modulation. From those two topics, the questions are coming. In pulse code modulation, majority they are asking based on the calculation of bit error rate. And in the delta modulation, they are asking majorly the questions based on the slope overload error, granular error, like that. Last year, one question came from the DPCM, is a theory question only. In DPCM, what we are quantizing? In DPCM, we are quantizing the difference between present and predicted sample. Of course, DPCM is important for conventional. Are you getting my point? And here slope overload error, granular error, derivations are asked in the ESC examination last year. After that, we will go to the digital modulation. In digital modulation means amplitude shift keying, frequency shift keying, phase shift keying. These are the 1 bit at a time they will transmit. So to what is the better option is PSK, you will get in the subject, and a PSK small problem is there to avoid that one, differential PSK. For transmission of multiple bits, like we are having 4 array PSK, 8 array PSK, like QAM, like different techniques are there. Quadrature, amplitude modulation. Now, if you take in present GSM mobiles, what is the modulation technique we are using? The modulation technique we are using is Gaussian MSK. Gaussian minimum shift keying variant of PSK. So finally, if you see all these names, what is the suitable one for digital communication? PSK modulation. Clear? Here also calculation of bandwidth problems they are asking. And later, in this one, we need to calculate probability of error. That is a regular question in the GATE examination. That is combination with the random variables. Next one we are having information theory. Coming to the information theory, up to 2007 or 8 the questions came. Later some 5-6 years the questions are not there. But now from the past 4 years, we are getting the questions from the information theory. So at least information theory, the questions are coming from 1 to 2 marks. In information theory, majorly we need to calculate entropy. Entropy is a common objective question in the ESC examination objective. Next, calculation of channel capacity. Number of times the questions asked in the GATE examination. Are you getting my point or not? Like in the here, another concept is from the channels they are asking, like binary symmetric channel, binary, erasable channel, like that. Last time the question asked, they given one channel, of course that is a useless channel. Therefore, in the 4 options, that is only matching. Next most important topics in communication system is, we'll discuss about the random variables. What is a random variable? And what is the density function, like probability density function, cumulative distribution function, like probability mass function. We'll discuss about the functions. Later we'll see the statistical averages of a random variables, like mean square value, standard deviation, variance. From there also the questions are regularly coming. Once if we understand the random variable, if you vary the random variable with the time, then what we are getting is random process. So here also calculation of same statistical averages, and here also some functions are there. What is a wide sense stationary random process? What is a ergodic random process? Like the things will be there. Next important topic is, we are correlation and power spectral density. So the questions they are asking, combination from the random variables and that correlation and power spectral density. So once if we calculate the correlation, then we will see the relation between the power spectral density. Once if you got the correlation, from here you will get the power spectral density. So these combinations are mostly they are asking for 4 to 5 marks. Once if we understand them, later next topic we will see the noise calculations in analog communication. Noise calculations means we will see the figure of merit calculations. This is not that much of important for the GATE as well as engineering service examination, but this is most important, that is probability of error calculations. Probability of error we need to calculate for ASK, FSK, PSK, like that. Definitely 2 marks question will be there in the GATE. Last year also came, previous year also came. Probability of error calculations for different modulation scheme. We will bring out the common formula. From there we will make it. After that, in the recently they are adding some topics, that is some ML and MAP decoding techniques, and they are also adding the fiber optics. Last time they are asking the question on MAP decoding technique. Are you getting my point? So this is the entire syllabus of a communication system. Are you getting my point? So totally there is a chances of getting 12 to 15 marks in the GATE examination. And an average you can say 12 marks, maximum possibility is there up to 25. Why I am saying up to 25, I written here only 15, but why I am saying up to 25 is, if you see the GATE examinations some 10 years back, up to 2007, 8, 9, they given the questions from the communication system approximately 25 to 28 marks. But now the possibility is there 12 to 15 marks. Definitely 12 marks will be there from the communication system. After writing the topics, generally students will ask the first question, that what is the reference books or what is the textbooks we have to follow. Generally I will tell you answer for this question is, there is no need of any reference book. Just only for the practice we need. Just to follow our classes and maintain the notes, practice the previous GATE examination problems, practice the examination problems, that will be sufficient. Anyhow, I given the list of a textbooks what is given for the communication system. The first most book I can prefer is Communication System by Simon Hikins. This is the standard textbook for the communication system. Are you getting my point or not? This is a high level language book. This communication system by Simon Hawkins will be there. Analog communication by Simon Hawkins is there. Digital communication by Simon Hawkins is there. So anyhow, any book you can take. I can prefer communication system by Simon Hawkins. Any 4th edition or 2nd edition, anything is fine. Next, if we coming to the low language book, Indian author, communication system by Singh and Sapre. There are direct questions are asking in GATE from the solved examples of a Singh and Sapre, and you can easily understand the language. You can easily get it. Communication system by Singh and Sapre. Our next book is for practice or to get more number of problems, exercises. You can go with the communication system by BP Lathi. In BP Lathi, more number of solved problems are given. Next, to get the more concepts on the information theory, you need to go with the Principles of Communication System by Taub and Shilley. Here also you will get the more number of exercise problems, solved problems you will get. Next, to understand the concepts very well, to solve all the objective questions in the engineering service examinations, you can go by Electronic Communication System by Kennedy book. If you read all the points here, definitely you can solve all the objective questions in the engineering service examination. Why I am saying that point is, there is a one question came last year engineering service examination in DSPSC modulation. From the DSPSC modulation, the question came. There is a direct point in the Kennedy book. Most of them faculty also not solved that. Next, especially for practice, means especially in the GATE and engineering service examination mains paper I am saying. Especially for the practice, definitely you need to purchase the Sham series book. There are 12 chapters are there in the communication. So solve all the solved problems sufficient. Because in the mains examination also 2 years back, direct question, first question from the FM itself is given. Next, especially for the random variables solving the problems. Because majority of the questions are coming from the random variables. So random variable questions, you can go with the Fables book. Especially for random variables. Still we have another books also there. Digital and Analog Communication System by Sham and Shanmugam. Like Digital Communication Principles and Applications by Bernard Pearson Education. You can also go by Communication System by C.K. Naidu, myself only. So these are the reference books. You need to, still some of the books are there, but these will be more than sufficient. In this one, I can recommend there are 2 books. Sham series you can go, and Communication System by C.K. Naidu you can go. This is for theory concepts, especially for GATE, and this is for practicing the more problems. Still, if you want to go for a high level language, Communication System by Simon Hawkins and a Kennedy book. Are you getting my point or not? This is the entire syllabus in the communication system, and these are the reference book you need to follow. Clear?